Peace and power. Race first. Black power. How y'all doing this afternoon? Well, basically, I'm online again, dropping another video. My little, my thoughts on this whole, uh, what's that boy name again? Uh, Jesse Smollett, whatever you call his last name, a half breed, homosexual. See, a lot of us ain't peeping game what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They pushing this motherfucker agenda down our face. They uh they sabotage. They made up this whole thing about this boy getting jumped in Chicago. When I heard the whole thing, I knew it was a joke. I knew it was a lie from the get go. Because anybody in their right mind knows that subway don't stay open till no 2 a.m. You know, I don't think I ain't never seen a subway stay open uh to no 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You barely got McDonald's. You got a few McDonald's and a few Burger Kings. They more bigger franchise than Subway. Subway is just not no busy ass place. That Subway is like for motherfuckers on the go for at lunch or something like that, or a good dinner that you can take home after work. It's not an all night spot like Burger King and McDonald's where you can go get you a Whopper or something like that. I knew it was a joke then. And I was sitting back on YouTube and I was peeping some shit on these brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, on YouTube doing a whole bunch of whining and crying for this half breed gay gay man. I ain't gonna say his brother because once you identify yourself as a homosexual, you're no longer my brother. You know what I'm saying? You working for the European. Because if you my brother, you practicing a deaf lifestyle. We ain't talking about gang lifestyle. We talking about deaf lifestyle as far as not producing any kids, not saying not making your race stronger. Because it's about saying genetics and making your seeds ain't having seeds out here to carry on the legacy. Because if half the population is homosexual, that's why the Europeans is going into extinct because they practice that motherfucking lifestyle, knowing that they can't reproduce kids. But you can't look at the European like that because they don't even use their fucking mind. They don't even think they smart, but they really ain't. Especially when they pushing this, and now they pushing it towards the black community. And if you want any kind of success, you got to be emasculated. You know what I'm saying? And you got a lot of brothers that say they straight brothers supporting it, and it makes you wonder, like, why would you be supporting something like that? You know what I'm saying? They say the church is the problem. No, if God tells you, man, that's unforbidden. God brought, what I'm saying, put us here on this planet to reproduce and to produce on this planet, and you turn around and do what the opposite. You know what I'm saying? You disobeying God. You disobeying, the most high, the creator of all things. You disobeying that, brother. So like I said, our people got a motherfucking a serious problem that we need to be addressing. Well, anyway, I seen this little video on YouTube, but I want to just play it in the background.
All right, I just heard about the horrible incident that happened with our little brother Jussie Smollett, and I've listened to a lot of people's words, and I don't have all that eloquent stuff to say. I just want to say this to little brother Jussie, that as a black man in this country, that I'm down with you. And I know a lot of brothers that's down with you. This ain't about sexual preference or nothing. This is about coming to the aid of another brother that has tasted the brutality of hatred, racism, and bigotry. So we down with you, Jussie Smollett. However you want to handle this, we down with you. This is not a call for violence or anything, so don't misunderstand. I just don't have all the words everybody else get. We down with you, soldier. We just want you to know that. Your OG is down with you. Man, we're going to pray for you, brother. Right?
Now, you just heard that cat Steve Harvey was on there talking about, man, he's speaking like he's speaking for the whole black race, that we down with him. You know what I'm saying? This cat is a celebrity, have a platform. Steve Harvey has a platform. He might does little things for little youth, the kids or whatever, but they can do more. You know what I'm saying? When Mike Brown lost his life, you didn't hear the support like they showing this homosexual that's a colleague of theirs. When Trayvon Martin lost his life, you know what I'm saying? Oscar Grant, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? Sandra Bland. It's so many brothers and sisters that lost their life to these racist ass people, and you didn't hear nothing from them. They were nowhere to be found. But now all of a sudden, because dude he fabricated a story, and I bet you was some white people behind it. You know what I'm saying? Some small heads like them Jews or the LGBTQ, whatever, because they alphabet people. I bet you they helped him fabricate that story, because y'all got to remember Super Bowl's coming up, and they're gonna have a bunch of they're gonna have the cheerleaders, and they got two gay motherfucking cheerleaders, two black gay cheerleaders that they want to put in front of the world. So it's gonna be a big event. It's gonna be a lot of gay stuff going down in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. It's going, they want you to show sympathy for dude and forget all about what was going on about this motherfucking cheerleaders. They want you to forget about that. They want you to keep your eyes on these motherfucking on dude. And so when the Super Bowl come on, they could put them motherfucking two homosexuals in front of your face, twerking in front of your man's face. And the black woman should be mad about that. You know, black mans too. This football started off as a man's sport. You know what I'm saying? We had our halftime, what I'm saying, extremities or whatever you may call it, where the women came out and they danced in front of us. Now you got men's dancing in front of us. An embarrassment to the black race. And I'm just saying, I just wonder why we as black people want to be, what I'm saying, always got these folks foot on our necks, on our backs. When are we gonna get our shit together? And Steve Harvey wasn't the only one who had something to say about that. There was a few others. So let's play that and let them say what they need to say.
Brother Jussie, I haven't stopped thinking about you since this whole thing went down. And I just want to let you know that I stand with you. This kind of behavior has to stop. And all of us who know that we are one human race and who want to let love rule need to stand up for all of our brothers and sisters, regardless of who and what they are. We are all brothers and sisters. And this cannot continue in the United States of America or anywhere else. This brother sending you love.
Yeah, public service announcement. I will be in Chicago performing at the Pavilion Valentine's weekend. Cowards that jumped out on Jussie in Chicago, I'll be there performing. foreman in Chicago, I'm going to the same building. I'm going to walk out the same building that Jussie did. I'm begging you, please jump out on me. Jump out on me with a loose. Whoever did it, please, if you on Instagram and you hear this, please jump out on me. I'll be in Chicago.
It's taken me a minute to come to social media about this because, Jussie, you are my son. Didn't deserve, nor anybody deserves, to have a noose put around your neck, to have bleach thrown on you, to be called die, faggot, nigga, or whatever they said to you. You are better than that. We are better than that. America is better than that. It starts at home. It starts at home, yo. We have to love each other regardless of what sexual orientation we are. Because it shows that we are united on a united front. And no racist fuck can come in and do the things that they did to you. Hold your head up, Jussie. I'm with you. I'll be there in a minute. It's just another fucking day in America.
Good evening, my brothers and sisters. Regarding this Jussie Smollett grave injustice, if you are outraged by what happened to him, and yet you return to a religious body that practices conversion therapy to try to get gay people to convert to being straight, you're part of the problem. If you're part of a religious community that says we love the sinner but hate the sin, you are part of the problem. If you see essentially gay people, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, queer, and other people as somehow fatally flawed at birth, that they have a spiritual deficit that must be overcome by religious intervention, you are part of the problem. Do not make God co-sign your bigotry. God is not here to reinforce your homophobia, but to set all souls free. Either God made everybody or God made nobody. God is the author of life, beautiful and powerful as it is. Stop the homophobia, stop the hatred.
This might be your time to fight for racism. Hey, you might be fighting, God is going to use you. God is going to use you to fight for us. These white people, these black people that are coming against us, black African American. God is going to use you, Jess. So when you get out that hospital, my brother, feel a little better, but go ahead and put on your boots. Go ahead and put on your jacket. Go ahead and put on your fur. Go ahead. Because I heard God said, I'm about to get ready to use you to protect our country.
And love. And light. Surround Jussie Smollett and his family. Humbly hates them. Why? Stop this hate, man. This is stupid. Ignorant has no place here in America. It has no place anywhere in the world. Young man, thriving career. Good person. Everybody around him loves him. What's wrong with people, man? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with people, man? What's wrong with you? Wrong with people. I just want to really just rubs me the wrong way. So I just want to make sure that I'm loving right to his family.
I mean, you hear people on that thing ready to cry. You hear people on there ready to cry, and some more things, man. You know, you got people on there talking about, Michael Epps. Man, come meet me up there at the in Chicago. I'm gonna be at the same place. Jesse was at the gay bar. So Michael F saying meet him at the same place. Cause that was Jesse was at the gay bar, at the gay club. You know what I'm saying? Stunning in front, trying to come up on somebody else's dude, got his ass whooped. And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew that before, you know what I'm saying, before the even YouTube started trying to put shit together. I was sitting back because I was talking to my mama about this situation. And she was asking me, you know, well, he's black. And I was like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like gay white people, what the fuck you think I'm going to like gay black people? You know, they both in the same. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what I'm saying, trying to push that madness because I look at the LGBTQ community as bullies. That's what I see them as, bullies. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing on Kevin Hart, trying to bully up on him, trying to make him into the punching, you know, the laughing stock of the LGBTQ community and make him the laughing stock amongst his people by making them constantly apologize and degrading themselves. Because if you a man, you made a joke, stand on it. You know, y'all scared to go back to the ghetto. Y'all scared to go back to the hood. A person like me, I don't care. I'm here. What more could they do to me? I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna ride with that. And it is what it is. I'm just not gonna ride with that. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna bow down to that. No white folks can kiss my ass. And the homosexual community. You know what I'm saying? They might try to block me on here for saying that. But I'm being respectful by saying the homosexuals instead of calling them the F word. You know what I'm saying? I'm being respectful. I ain't calling them, you know, all them little crazy ass names. Cause you know, I know they real sensitive when you talk about that. But you know what I'm saying, you can be on social media and people can say nigger all day. That's not hate speech. But the F word, that's a hate speech. And see that's what's wrong with this country. You know what I'm saying? We allow them to treat us the way they treat us. And if we ain't gonna stand up as grown men and grown women, put our foot down like, man, look, if y'all gonna if y'all gonna let these folks, you know what I'm saying, disrespect us, but we got to respect the homosexual, then it's like a double standard because it's fucked up. Because that word, the N word, nigger, that's a hateful word. It's been used on our ancestors when they was beating on our ancestors, when they was killing our ancestors. They used that word to degrade them. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a hate speech on social media. They let it slide through all the time. You know what I'm saying? I got blocked on Facebook and I'm blocked on I'm they delete my whole account on Twitter cause I posted some shit about the homosexuals. It is what it is. I ain't got to respect them folks. They ain't just like the white folks don't gotta respect me. I know they don't like me. I'm their enemy. And they my enemy. And I know my enemy. Black people is not my enemy. But if you worshiping them Europeans by practicing their lifestyle, then that makes you my enemy. We can't be on the same side. You know what I'm saying? Cause we got two different agendas. You talking about love, I'm talking about freedom. You can't love them. You can't love a motherfucking wild dog. If a wild dog want to bite you, you can't love it. You can't take it in and try to treat it right. You can't do it. It just won't work. So at the end of the day, man, we got some work to do. Gotta start making our voices known. Start putting our foot down, man. Brothers and sisters that's out there that's leaders need to take on leadership positions. You know what I'm saying? Standing up because we had all them celebrities as potential leaders that could be leaders. They was in support of that because they scared to lose their position. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I think that shit what happened with that Jesse boy. I think that was a LGBTQ chess move. That's what I think it was. It was a chess move because they know that motherfuckers was gonna be sympathetic to that shit. And what better way to put a half breed up there? We identify him as black, but he's a half breed. His allegiance is not straight. His allegiance is not straight towards the black community. This man half Jewish, so you can't forget that part. And we already know what the Jews doing. They corrupting our shit. They own everything. They own this social media site that we own, YouTube. They own Facebook. They own all this shit, and they pushing a narrative. Man, they want the black man and the black woman. They want the black man to be the female. And they want the black woman to be the man. Role reversal. That's cold. And people don't even realize that. And then, people get mad, want to block you on Facebook, block you on Instagram for speaking your mind because they got gay people in their family. But at the end of the day, like I told my mom, I said, man, I can't sell if I had a son and he came out gay, I wouldn't accept him as my son. It's a harsh thing, but it's a harsh world, but it is what it is. It's just like in nature. A mother bird, if the baby got a broken wing or some, what I'm saying, a defect, they'll kill it off because you can't keep this species alive if what I'm saying, you got a defectiveness on your body or you got a disease. And that's what that homosexuality is, a disease. It's a disease that they're trying to put in the black community. They tried to kill us off with AIDS. That wasn't working fast enough for them because there was too many heterosexual people. So now they're trying to push it in our water bottles, what I'm saying, chemicals in our water bottles that messing with our brains, making us unchemically unbalanced. And we seeing love. We seeing love in the same sex. Ain't no love coming out of man's anus. You can't have a child coming out of that man's anus. I seen posts where they talk about men having babies out of his anus. That shit crazy. That's just Facebook, clickbait, fake news. Cause that's what they trying to do. They trying to fuck us up. That's why I don't even pay attention to news. I rather sit back here on social media and listen to y'all on here. Y'all my television. Y'all my entertainment. The everyday Joes out here just trying to do something different. If you trying to uplift your people, I'm with you. If you know what I'm saying, if you trying to push genocide on your people, I'm against you. What I'm saying, I look at you just like the Neanderthal. Well, anyway, I said what I need to say. Peace, power, race first, black power.